Hi, I'm Jonathan Geyer, and we're here with the Pennsylvania WoodMobile to talk about the threat of bad bugs to our forest. An invasive insect is a bad bug. They're an insect that lives in a habitat which is not its native home. Invasive insects can cause damage to the environment, the economy, and possibly to human health. At the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture, we're concerned about invasive insects and need your help to ensure these pests do not spread any further. The first invasive insect that we're going to learn about today is the gypsy moth. The gypsy moth is a serious forest pest, and it is responsible for killing millions of oaks and other species of trees across the state. This pest, originally from Europe, was first found in Pennsylvania in 1932. It comes in two sizes and colors. The white ones are female, and the brown ones are males. The females are larger than the males, however, only the males can actually fly. Gypsy moths lay eggs on trees, stones, and other surfaces, typically in July. These egg masses can hold between 400 and 600 eggs. The eggs then hatch the following spring. This is a gypsy moth caterpillar. These are extremely destructive to forests. Do you know what a caterpillar's favorite food is? That's right, caterpillars love eating leaves. Gypsy moth caterpillars especially love eating oak tree leaves, and sometimes they will eat all the leaves on a tree. This is called defoliation. Usually it takes more than 1 year of defoliation to kill a tree. This picture shows a forest that has been impacted by gypsy moth. You can see hundreds of trees that have lost their leaves due to the caterpillars. Today, gypsy moth populations tend to follow 10-year cycles. They are kept in check by wet springs and a fungus that is found in the soil. The next invasive insect is a severe threat to Pennsylvania's state tree. Do you know what Pennsylvania's state tree is? It's the eastern hemlock. This is what they look like. The hemlock woolly adelgid is a bad bug that is killing our state tree. Eastern hemlock trees are highly beneficial to the environment. These trees have a dense canopy that offer ideal habitat for birds and other wildlife. They also shade streams and rivers, providing cold water conditions essential for many fish species, including Pennsylvania's state fish, the brook trout. The hemlock woolly adelgid is a bad bug that originally came from Japan. It was first found in Pennsylvania in the late 1960s. This bug feeds on the sap of the eastern hemlock tree, taking away some of the tree's nutrients and causing it to lose needles, branches, and could kill the tree within 5 to 10 years. This bug is extremely small. You would need a microscope to actually see it. The hemlock woolly adelgid creates a protective woolly mass on the underside of branches at the base of the needles. These masses look like tiny cotton balls. This is where the insect lives, feeds, and lays between 50 and 300 eggs. Very cold winters help slow the spread of the hemlock woolly adelgid. Next up is the emerald ash borer. The emerald ash borer has caused significant damage to Pennsylvania's forest and ash tree populations. This metallic green beetle is roughly half an inch long. It is originally from Asia, but was first found in Detroit, Michigan in 2002. It has since spread to 35 states and even Canada. It was found in western Pennsylvania in 2007 and is now spread to every single county in Pennsylvania and continues to kill ash trees. Do you know what the wood of ash trees is used to make? Ash wood can be used to make many things, including furniture, floors, cabinets, and tool handles. At one time, most wooden baseball bats were made from ash trees that actually grew right here in Pennsylvania's forest. The adult emerald ash borer feeds on ash tree leaves. Following mating, the female borers lay between 60 and 90 eggs in the cracks of the bark. Within a week, the eggs hatch and the larvae bore through the bark and into the tree's cambium, the area just under the bark. They live and feed here for up to 2 years. Pictured is an emerald ash borer larva. They are typically 1.5 inches long. The larvae eat winding galleries or tunnels in the tree's cambium layer. The cambium is responsible for transporting water from the roots to the rest of the tree. When this layer is destroyed by the larva, the tree will just not survive. When the larva becomes an adult, they will bore D-shaped holes out of the tree and begin feeding on ash tree leaves and searching for a mate. We need your help to protect our forest from bad bugs like the emerald ash borer. If you're a camper heading out on a trip or just getting firewood for your stove, do nature a favor. Don't move firewood long distances because it can potentially transport invasive insects. Instead, buy it where you'll burn it. Buy certified heat-treated firewood or gather the wood on site where permitted. The forest and your great-great-grandchildren will thank you. The Asian longhorned beetle is an invasive insect that feeds on a variety of hardwoods, including maple, birch, ash, poplar like this one, and others. This bad bug is native to China and Korea. Currently, it is not in Pennsylvania that we know of, but it is found in states that are close to Pennsylvania, including Massachusetts, New York, Ohio, and it has actually been eradicated or eliminated from New Jersey. Asian longhorned beetles are approximately 1.5 inches long. They are shiny black color and have white spots on their wing cases. They have black and white antennae that can be up to twice as long as their body, hence the name longhorned beetle. Female beetles chew depressions into a tree's bark and deposit an egg. Here you can see multiple egg deposits on this portion of a tree. After the eggs hatch, the larvae bore into the tree and feed on the tree's cambium. These larvae can grow as big as your pinky finger. Beginning in late July, the adults will emerge from their cocoon and bore a hole straight out of the tree. As you can see in this image, you can fit a pencil straight in an Asian longhorned beetle's exit hole. Other signs of Asian longhorned beetle infestations include oozing sap from egg-laying sites and exit holes, and sawdust or frass collecting at the base of the tree or on branches. It is extremely important that if you find an Asian longhorned beetle, that you report it to the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture by emailing badbug@pa.gov or call 1-866-253-7189. The next bad bug might be no stranger to you. Over the past several years, it has made its home here in Pennsylvania, the spotted lanternfly. Originally from Southeast Asia, this bad bug was found in Pennsylvania in Berks County in 2014. In 2020, the spotted lanternfly was present in 26 Pennsylvania counties, as well as portions of Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. Check out the Penn State Extension Spotted Lanternfly website for the current spotted lanternfly quarantine. The top picture is an adult spotted lanternfly with its wings spread, and the bottom picture is a side view with the wings closed. You can see that its body is yellow and black, while the wings are gray, white, black, and red with black spots. Although they have wings, they are not butterflies or moths. They are considered leafhoppers. These insects are roughly 1 inch long and can be seen from July until the first hard frost. Spotted lanternfly feed on the sap of many different plants, including grapevines, hops, hardwood trees like maple and black walnut, and many other important plants in Pennsylvania. As the spotted lanternfly feeds, it excretes a sugary substance called honeydew, which can attract bees, wasps, and other insects. The honeydew also builds up and promotes the growth of sooty mold, a fungus that can cover plants, forest understories, patio furniture, cars, and anything else found below feeding spotted lanternflies. In September, female spotted lanternfly begin laying egg masses that hold between 30 and 50 eggs. The masses are laid on smooth surfaces such as houses, cars, certain trees, picnic tables, stone, playground equipment, campers, and much, much more. As you can see, the egg masses are covered in a grayish-white putty-like substance that over time dries to look like cracked mud. The eggs persist over winter and begin hatching the following May. Before turning into an adult and developing wings, the spotted lanternfly goes through 4 nymph stages called instars. The first 3 stages, the instars, are black with white spots. They grow to be roughly 1/4 of an inch long. The 4th and final instar, the spotted lanternfly, is bright red and covered in black stripes and white spots. They are roughly 1/2 inch long. During the 4 stages, the instars are strong jumpers that tend to feed on new plant growth by sucking the sap from the stems and leaves. The spotted lanternfly will not harm you, but it will harm our forests, orchards, hop yards, and vineyards. We need your help to stop this bad bug. Please squish any adults or nymphs. If you find an egg mass, scrape it into a bag of hand sanitizer or rubbing alcohol to ensure that all the eggs are destroyed. Please report all spotted lanternfly sightings on the Penn State Extension website or call 1-888-4-BAD-FLY. The last invasive insect that we will learn about today is the most hideous of all the bad bugs we've talked about. Unlike most invasives, this bug comes from the United States. The walnut twig beetle is native to Arizona, California, and New Mexico. It was found in Pennsylvania in 2011. This beetle is roughly the size of the tip of a sharpened pencil. Look closely in this picture. A walnut twig beetle is pictured on this dime. Although this bug is very small, it has a big impact on valuable walnut trees. The walnut twig beetle carries a fungus that causes thousand cankers disease. When the beetle tunnels beneath the bark of walnut trees, the fungus is deposited, and cankers soon begin to grow. As you can see in the picture, a canker is simply a dead section of tree and bark. Over time, repeated beetle attacks and the resulting cankers cause disruption of the movement of water and nutrients throughout the tree, which leads to the yellowing of leaves and dieback of branches. Today, Bucks, Chester, Delaware, Lancaster, Montgomery, and Philadelphia counties are under a special quarantine. Walnut tree material, including wood chips, mulch, and firewood, may not be moved outside of these 6 counties. Keep in mind that not all bugs are bad. There are many bugs that serve important roles within the ecosystem. Some bugs are pollinators, others help to decompose, and some serve as a food source for many birds and reptiles. If you happen to see any of these invasive insects, be sure to squish them, and remember, if it is a spotted lanternfly, Asian longhorned beetle, or walnut twig beetle, please be sure to report it. Remember, you can help stop the spread of these bad bugs and others by not moving firewood long distances. More information on these invasive insects and others can be found at agriculture.pa.gov or extension.psu.edu. In the next video, we will talk about Pennsylvania's #1 agricultural industry, the forest products industry. Be sure to tune in and learn about how wood is in many everyday items and why choosing wood is not only good for the environment, but it's also good for you.